Welcome to this episode of the Dusty Survival Series. This month, the summer selling season begins. We shift the clothes and the flat pack furniture to the supermarket for a very tidy profit. There's some secret changes around the farm we need to show you, and I have to make some careful calculations over a very important long-term decision.
Howdy y'all. How y'all getting on? I'm just up here at my favorite bench overlooking the homestead. It's a nice fresh morning, and this month I know we got a lot of selling on, so I'm gonna go wake up the YouTube guy, and I think we can get the ball rolling. First things first though, I gotta get my truck. I wanna go around and check all the fields because, well, some of them might need harvesting. Let me take you over and have a look. Well, this field here's got wheat in it. Well, and a little bit of radish. That was a cock-out by the YouTube guy, but hey, he's still learning. This'll be ready next month, I reckon. But this field here, this is ready. We can get this one in the combine later on today. Let me just check. Yep, moisture's good. I think we better check whether there's any rain coming though. You can't harvest in the rain. I think we're good. We got a little bit of cloud cover. But you know what? Looks dry as a bone. Okay, let's go grab my truck. Well, the wheat down on the lower field's okay. I think this will be ready next month, maybe the month after. And this here barley's looking good too. It's been so warm this last week that everything's growing so fast. I reckon this will be next month maybe as well. I can't wait to get this in the brewery. Say, the neighbor's sunflowers are coming on well. I do wonder if we should try some different crops. And last but not least, yeah, this is pretty much the same as that other field. I reckon we're gonna have a lot of wheat to bring in next month. Right, let's get ourselves back up to the homestead.
Good morning everybody, I hope everyone is well and I hope everyone is surviving this crazy heat we've got here in the UK and Europe. It is toasty warm, and even here in Erlengracht the crops are growing at a hell of a pace because of the warmth, which is good for us. It means that we can get more done. But yes, it is very hot. Anyway, I'm just down here at the spinnery having a look at all these logs. I will come down here with the chainsaw later and just lop off all these branches, and I think we'll get these all nicely stacked up somewhere. I don't know where yet. Probably at the bottom, actually. Probably at the bottom of this hill. Then we can think about doing something with this ground as to whether or not we need to tend to it, feed it, even seed it perhaps. We might need to. The pine needles obviously make the soil quite acidic, so yeah, well, we'll leave that. That's a job for later. Let's head back up and see how the animals are doing. A quick status check as we get to the top of our hill here with the sheep. We are at £38,000 and it's 6:29 AM in June. Weather apparently is meant to be quite good today. I think it's going to be dry. I don't think we're going to get any rain. The heat is going to continue to pound down. Just looking at the sheep, guys, they look super happy. Yeah, lovely woolly little chaps. I think we'll get some more sheep in here at some point, as well as some of the ewes, which will come into season and have some lambs, hopefully at any point in the next couple of months. Chickens, they're all inside, they're happy, there they are. Yeah, they're having a run around. So they're good. Animals are good. I don't think we need to worry about feed at this stage. We did all that last month. Right. Hiya Dusty, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay, computer guy. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, mate. I'm pretty good. Yeah, lovely sunny weather. In fact, it's almost too hot for me.
Yeah, I don't mind the seasons. The heat, the cold, it's all the same to me.
Yeah, I realise that about you, Dusty. You're made of asbestos, aren't you?
They just call me tough.
So, it's summer selling season, although I have made a minor cock-up.
Oh, not again, YouTube guy. Have I gotta hold your hand on everything?
The thing is, because we've been so busy around the farm with new buildings and just new land and new fields, I actually missed the window for selling the clothes. That was back in April. Prices are dropping. So I think the first thing we need to do is grab that truck full of those boxes of clothes and send that over to the supermarket as soon as possible.
Right, I'll get straight on it now.
Right, let me just get these unstrapped for Dusty. I tell you what, this little vehicle is brilliant. If we ever get enough budget, then definitely I think we'll invest in one of these. Just check the other side is all good. Okay. Right, you good to go, Dusty? And there we go, $284,692 bucks. My goodness. And that is even with, ladies and gentlemen, let me find it, close here, even with the selling point down. We're in June, we missed the real peak in April, but luckily we didn't leave it too long that it really drops down in July. So we're around here somewhere, $30,000 bucks per 1,000 litres. I am super chuffed. Close is the way forward.
So what are you gonna spend your money on then, computer guy?
Well, it's not just my money, Dusty, it's our money, but yeah, I don't know, what do you want to spend it on? We haven't even had a chance to discuss it this month because I completely forgot that clothes needed to go.
Why don't you go take a look in the store? I'll drop you off when I take the truck back. I've got to do some hauling down at the sawmill. Make sure we're ready for selling later on today.
Alright, yeah, cheers, drop me off, I'll go speak to Klaus and see what he's got on. I'll definitely be interested to see what is available at the store today. And then perhaps once we get all of our other crops... Whoa, 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 whoa! Look at those! Dust, have you seen all those tractors?
Yeah, I already knew that it was sale day. Yeah, I already knew that Klaus had a sale on. He called me up yesterday. He said if you want to bring the YouTube guy down, he might have something in stock just to tickle your fancy.
Tickle my fancy? Dusty, have you seen these? Come on, get out of the cab, let's go and have a look. Oh, look at these. I'm actually running. Oh, John Deere, Landini, JCB, Fendt and a Class. Look at that Class. That is an absolute peach. They have got to be totally out of our range. I love a Fendt. Fendt is my favourite brand. It really is. Oh, we see a lot of those around my my hometown. Yeah, do like a JCB Fast Track because they are literally fast. I think we get about 37, 38 miles an hour out of one of those things. Look at that. That is the great-granddaughter, pretty much, of the Landini that we're in now. That is a sexy machine. Look at those arses. Oh, and then obviously we cannot dismiss the John Deere. For some reason, I've never been a big fan of John Deere, but it's a nice tractor. Right, I've got to go in. I've got to go in and see what Klaus has got on the books.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Old Klaus really does get some good second-hand vehicles up here. I don't think we'll be able to afford any of these, though. Well, I say that. We just gotta be tactical about how we spend our dollar bucks.
Oh my actual goodness. Oh, it is literally like Christmas has come. What have we got? Fast tracks. Yeah. Oh, 13% off. Vario. Oh, I could literally spend... Oh, there's a Massey Ferguson. No, he's not got that out the front. Maybe it's out the back. That's nice. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly do not know what to do here because these are... Look at the price. Less than 100 grand. All right, give it $1 buck, but 38% off. Let's dig in, have a look at some of these. Oh dear, I do love a fast track. I do love a fast track. We're going to buy one. We are going to buy a tractor today because of that big sell of clothing. That's nice. The 700 Vario is nice. The whole Vario range is just superb. The 900, the 1000. So the problem with this potentially... Okay, let me just come out. Let me come out. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's have a think about this. So we've got the Landini, right? The Landini is what? 195 horsepower. Cheap as chips. Fantastic vehicle. But we said that we need to upgrade the horsepower really in order to start properly maintaining and managing our big fields. And we are only ever going to get more fields, ladies and gentlemen. So we do need to have a careful think about this and not just go in head first. So I'm just going to have another look around these because it's not always just about price. It's about the feel. You have to really get a good connection with the equipment, if that makes sense. You know, you're going to be sat in this for hours and hours at a time. See, the JCB, as much as I love it, does look quite small against some of these other beasts, even against the Landini there. And that, by the way, has got an unbelievable paint job. This is the one with the chrome paint job and black wheels. Look at those hubs. I don't think you can get an actual Lamborghini looking better than that. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, I'm losing myself here. The Fendt. I do like a Fendt. And again, I don't think we'd go for the quad tyres here. We don't need duals. But that's fine because Klaus can take those off and adjust the price accordingly. Okay, so I had a nice look. Let's go and talk to Dusty. I'm wasting time.
You spoke to Klaus then, computer guy?
Yeah, and he has got some unbelievable deals on right now. I mean, up to 38% off some of them. The JCB behind you is 18% off.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of JCB if I'm honest.
Well, that's fair enough. You know, we're all entitled to our opinion, and I'm not entirely sure that that is the best deal anyway. JCB and John Deere are both quite expensive brands. You're paying for the badge, really.
Yeah, I don't mind that, as long as the equipment does what you want it to do.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking, I'm going to do a little bit of a tot up in my head, quickly calculate what actually is the best bang for our dollar buck, and then shall we buy one?
Yeah, I think we deserve it. In fact, you know what? You should buy it for yourself.
It is what I've always wanted. Proper, hardcore tractor to really start to work the fields.
I'm with you on that one, computer guy. Okay, you go do your maths and let's buy something.
Okay, it's taken me a little bit of time, but I have worked out the cost per horsepower for each one of these vehicles, and it's not going to come down to that at the end, but it's worth just going through. So, the most expensive first is the Class, as you might expect, at $834 bucks per horsepower. The second most expensive tractor here is the JCB Fast Track at $798 bucks per horsepower. Third in is the JCB here, which is coming in at $658 bucks per horsepower. Number 4, Klaus hasn't actually got out in the lot here. It's the Massey Ferguson at $606 bucks per horse. Fifth on the list for the most expensive tractor is this rather sexy looking blue metallic black hubbed Landini, which is coming in at $487 bucks per horsepower. Which, if you've been listening and done your maths, you will realise that the Fendt is actually the cheapest option in terms of dollar bucks per horsepower, coming in at $406. So, does that sway my decision? The Fendt is lovely. I love Fendt, but I'm not going to go for the Fendt today. I just think the horsepower at 246 maxed out isn't going to give us enough scope to grow. And the same very much applies to the Landini here, the Robo 6. That comes in at a meager 225 horsepower maxed out. It may be super cheap, but it's not going to give us scope. That means, ladies and gentlemen, I'm heading inside to speak to Klaus. I'm going to buy the Massey Ferguson Series 8 maxed out at 305 horsepower. It's going to cost us $184,950 bucks. And there we are. One of Klaus's team is going to bring that around to us shortly, so we're just going to have to wait here until she turns up. Oh, I'm super excited. And I don't know which direction Klaus's driver will be coming from here. Sure, we'll see any minute now. Will he be coming from over there? Or will he be coming from behind? Ah! Yes, there she is! Look at that! What a lovely looking tractor. And that's all mine. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. There she is. What an absolute beauty. Oh, the 305 8 Series Massey Ferguson. We are going to do some serious work with that. The paperwork is signed. I have the keys. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's lovely in here. Look at it. Plush trim. Metal features, nice finishing, all the screens you could ever want, and a radio. Very, very nice indeed. Right, let's start the engine and let's get it going. Oh, digital display, look at that. I can barely hear the engine. It's just purring away. Be very surprised if you can hear that at all. The traffic noise is louder than the engine. Okay, I'm going to head this up to the homestead. Dusty's going to follow in the truck. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, that's fast. That is faster than I expected it to be. I'm used to the Landini. This has got some serious acceleration. Oh, I need to take it easy. Take it easy. Go on, girl. Wow, what a piece of equipment. What a day. I am super happy. Super, super happy. And we're off. 32 miles an hour. Absolutely blasting along.
I got no idea where YouTube guy's gone. We still got a whole load of produce to sell.
I'm cruising along here. I say cruising, I'm going at quite a pace for a tractor. Heading back to the homestead. I think Dusty is loading on the remaining planks from the sawmill because they need to go to sell. So he's dealing with that. I'm heading back to the homestead. We have got a field to deal with up here, so I will jump in the combine and get that field done. And then I think when we get to the big fields down the bottom, then Dusty and I can work as a bit of a team. And that'll be fantastic. I'm being tailgated by this guy in the white car behind, as you can see in the mirrors. Yeah, I bet you've not got the power to get up the hill here, son. In fact, let's go off-road. Dusty's finished strapping everything on there. It's time to get that over to the store. Some serious weight on there. What do we think, people, in terms of a winning sale here? We have got $138,000 bucks in the bank. What do we reckon we're gonna make? No idea, haven't even thought about it. There we go, 101,000. We are making some serious money in the summer now. I think I'm in love. Can't stop taking my eyes off this thing. It's lovely. I love the colour. Deep, passionate red. Anyway, I've got to pull my eyes away. I have got to get on with some work. I think Dusty is doing a great job down at the bottom end of the town there. Right. Yeah, let's get going. Keys in ignition. Right, engine on. We're good for oil. Everything's been checked over. Right. Let's go and find the header. Let's crawl out of here without hitting these posts. Fairly sure it's actually up by the silo still, so we'll just head up there, pick up the header, and then we can get this field immediately in front of us harvested. We are going to keep the crops up here for our animals, so we'll stick all this in the silo, and this will feed the chickens. Although I am tempted just to use a tiny little bit just to stick in our brewery. Slowly backing up here onto the trailer because it's actually facing the wrong way, so I need to pull it out and turn it around. Just turning around here on the hard standing, and as I pull forward towards the header, some of you eagle-eyed viewers may be saying, hold on a minute, computer guy, what's wrong with that picture? Let me just shut the engine off and hop out. So yes, right in front of me, the skyline has changed considerably. We have no more greenhouses. Oh my god, I'm sure you're saying, don't panic. We have moved them, and I shall show you later on where we've moved them to. But for now, we've got work to do. Right, power on. Let's start harvesting. As I come past the beehives here, it does remind me, now we've got 2 extra fields, 18 and 22, if I remember the numbers rightly, then we should get down there and plop a couple more beehives down to increase our yield of honey. I'm all done. That is not a bad job at all. Quick check on the HUD, we are 96% full, so that is a tidy little field, proper 100% yield this year, so shall remember that for next year. This combine is just about perfect.
Well, let's see how much we get for the furniture. another 103 grand right there.
Just turned the engine off. Dusty's just sent me a message. Another 100 grand we have just made from selling the furniture down at the supermarket. Superb. We've kept, what have I got here? 2,049 litres in the hopper still. So I'm going to get the trailer and we can whack that in the back of the trailer. Oh, can we do that? No, we can't because we've got lime in the trailer still. Right, so I need to dump off the lime. There's no way I want to drive this all the way over to the brewery, so let me have a little bit of a think about that. It absolutely makes sense to get some grain into the brewery while we've got a little bit of excess. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the lime back in the lime crusher. In position. Hopefully this will just tip directly in. Yep, I think it may have confused the lime crusher. We're going to have ultra fine lime in a minute, but that's fine. There we go, one empty trailer. Beautiful. I'm absolutely astounded by how smooth and quiet the engine on this Massey Ferguson is. It's an absolute peach. Okay, I'm going to come alongside here and then I'm going to jump in the combine and then pop the pipe over there. Yeah, and get that filled. I'll just pull forward. Alright, get the pipe out first. And then should be able... Get close enough. There we go. Barley's going into the trailer. 700, 800, 900 litres. We've got about 2,000 if I remember. Fantastic. Job done. All I need to do is just reverse myself back and I am parked. Right, I will see you down at the brewery shortly. Right, I'm almost there. Just having a quick check of the clock. 3 o'clock. Check for traffic. We're all good. So yeah, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been a busy day selling. I'm glad we thought ahead of ourselves and prepared with the big trailer and truck that Dusty managed to pick up. That has made life 1,000 times easier, I must admit. And I've got myself this lovely Massey, so I'm super happy. But when we come up here, you shall see something that I mentioned not long ago, and there they are. So there are the 2 greenhouses that we had at the homestead. They've been moved down here. Fairly easy to collapse, in all honesty. They're just metal frames, so we just took the glass out, moved the frames down here on the back of the trailer, and put them all back together again. As you can see, we had a whole load of crops that we took off. Let me just park up here, turn the engine off. And so we've dumped the crops on the back of the spare trailer. I don't know if we're going to have the trailer long enough, in all honesty, but that's fine. We can always handball them off if the trailer needs to go back next month. But this is a prime location to expand operations. Again, where we were at the homestead, there just wasn't enough space to add any more greenhouses, but we can certainly get 2 more in here, potentially even maybe 4. I don't know. We've got the space. There's a whole load of grass out here. It's very flat. It's a perfect location. Lots of sunshine all year round. We're not hidden behind the shadow of the mountains up here. So this is prime real estate for greenhouses. Anyway, more importantly, we need to get the barley into the brewery. Okay, we're over the pit there. Let's get the barley into the hole in the ground. Tiny amount. But that should be just enough. So there we go, barley. We have the 2,049 litres we've just stuck in. Let's activate that. There's enough water in there. So we are making more barley beer. I've been a bit around the houses on the way back, but I have picked up the windrower and the baler so we can get all this straw baled up. Now Dusty's back because he's finished selling everything we're going to sell for this month.
Right, I'm here to lend a hand, you two guy. Besides, I want to have a go on the Massey.
Oh, I bet you do, Dusty. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Go on. It is an absolute beauty to drive. You'll really enjoy it.
Right on, let me get on board.
Well, how's it going, Dusty?
Yeah, this is one lovely tractor. I can see why you want to sit in here all day long. It's got every modern feature you could ever ask for. Jesus, I even think I can watch Netflix in here.
Yeah, you probably could watch Netflix in here if you had a reception on your phone, Dusty.
And now what it means is we could go ahead and buy some new equipment. We can get ourselves a new cultivator, maybe a new plow if we want one. I love the Landini, but we were lacking the power to go big before. Now we got 300 horses right in front of me here.
Yeah, we can have a look at the shop maybe next month, Dusty, see what else we can pull in. Certainly once all the harvest's done, we may want to upgrade our equipment.
Right, that's me done, computer guy. I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's a great bit of kit, that. I don't think we'll worry about dealing with any of the fields today. We've done the harvest. Let's just get everything stowed away. We'll get the straw stuck down in the barn. And I think that's time to call it a day.
Right on. I'll go move that straw right now.
What a fantastic month, and thank you yet again for joining me here on this adventure with Dusty in the town of Erlengrat. Our production chains really are paying dividends. In the winter we have a massive sell of silage which always manages to get us through, but the summertime is when our end products go to sale, typically June, July, and that's when we make the real big money. Clothes definitely seems to be a lucrative venture, so we need to feed our spinnery more wool. We will be purchasing some more sheep between now and next month, that's for sure, and Dusty and I are really keen to see how much we can make out of the brewery. We've got some things to change over on that new piece of land where we've got our greenhouses. I think we'll install a couple more greenhouses there to push up our crops. We've got ourselves a new tractor, the lovely Massey Series 8. So now we can purchase some more bigger equipment. And that can only mean it's time to purchase some new fields. So join me next month. Let's see what happens. Until then, take care. Bye bye.